On the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Broncos offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Riley.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Snowed under by the defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Under pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on at midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Left side is Riley.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Nice play to knock that one down.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So Texas State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And let's put the spotlight on Bo Sparks. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a catch at the 10. Taken down right away. Boise State ready to send out that offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Finds a crease, it's Riley.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Jackson will throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Looking for the edge. Now the toss. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
He's got it near midfield, and they'll stop him right there on the return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After after a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Running inside, it's Riley.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run. And
caught, and he's got room. The 20, 10, touchdown, Boise State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Quick give, it's Jenkins. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They booted away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Riley.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Rushes on. Caught. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for an alley. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. It's Riley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Run ends there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. To throw, it's Madsen. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Firing deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Hits the hole. It's Riley. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Good job just to get rid of that one.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Broncos have this offense rolling. The option, the keeper, didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bates.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Still looking to his right. He's going to take... It's a fumble! Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Riley. Enough to move the chains. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line.
Fires toward the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Broncos! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Jenkins.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to field this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, the 5 down here on the Boise State sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Broncos in the hurry up. The fake wants to throw. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide right, it's Bates. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab on the shot. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jackson will throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Oh, the attempt is no good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Buckeyes in a heavyweight battle against a fellow top 5 team. And this one is as tight as can be. It's early still, but so far this one has absolutely lived up to the hype. And now back to your game in Boise. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Turns it upfield. At the 45 on his way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Look out! Gets away, still looking. 1st down and more. At the 35, he's open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Slings it downfield. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the return. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Hits inside. It's Jenkins. Could be an alley. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well.